Hi, and welcome. Today, I'm going to talk about making friends when you're an introvert. So, my name is Nicole Haugen. I'm a life coach for Catholic women who work in healthcare. And I've always been an introvert. I have always known this about myself. I prefer reading a book or having quiet time much more than going out anywhere or doing anything. Now, my husband is the exact opposite. He's an extrovert. He loves going places. If we're going to be in the house for more than 2 days, like he goes crazy. Okay. So, like, I am fine not leaving the house except to go to mass on Sunday. And that's just how we are, which is okay. So, I think a lot of times as moms, we see social media or we see the world and we're just like, I don't have any friends. There's something wrong with me. I don't know how to make friends. Okay. So, I'm going to teach you today how to show up differently. So this circumstance happened last summer. So we moved the previous fall, and it was winter in North Dakota. And so nobody really leaves their houses or goes many places. And so we were new to the community come summertime, and we didn't know anybody really. We'd been going to mass, in a new parish, but really didn't stick around afterwards to talk because again, it's cold and you want to get home. So I always use the model to teach. It's from Vert Castillo, the life coach school. Life is broken down into circumstances, thoughts, feelings, actions, and your result. Okay. So in this case, the circumstance was we were attending a church social, and it was going to be from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And we moved to the parish 6 months ago. Okay. Those were the facts. My thought about the circumstance was I don't know anyone. And I had a feeling of dread going to this thing because I did not know anyone. Okay. And so our feelings always drive our actions then. So since I dreaded it, right, I only talked to the husband and kids. I stayed out of the way. I kind of made sure I was like back. I didn't like get in the way of any of the games. The kids had a bunch of games and stuff. I didn't introduce myself to anyone. I found a spot or a table where nobody was at, so I didn't have to talk to people. I wasn't smiling. My body language was pretty like standoffish, right? Crossed my arms. I wasn't joking around. And I also think as moms, like for me, one big thing, one big perk of having kids was now I have six little distractions, right? Like I have six children. Well, like that's the perfect out to not have to mingle, to not have to talk to people. Okay. So as an introvert, like it just made me really focus on the kids even more. And a reason why I didn't have time to talk to anybody, right? That's which is another thought. But my result was I didn't know anybody still. So oftentimes our brain is telling us this to try to keep us safe, right? Like it's scary to go out and make new friends. It's scary when you think everybody already knows each other and you're the only person there. Okay. Our brain really truly believes that this is a dangerous thing. And if you don't fit in with a group, it could mean death, right? Because that's what our brain is made to do, to keep us safe, to not exert energy, and to seek pleasure. And for me as an introvert, going to a social event, there's no pleasure in it. Okay. It's very painful because I'm having all these thoughts of I don't know anybody. Right. And so my brain, of course, is just like, don't go. And if you go, like stay hidden, keep yourself safe. Okay. So these thoughts just come up without us even recognizing it. But what you can do through life coaching and through working with me is to find more intentional thoughts that are helpful. Okay. So I can go from the thought, I don't have friends, or I can go in thinking, I'm learning to introduce myself. So I'm going to do. I'm just going to introduce myself. I'm learning different ways I can say that. I'm learning different ways to stand while I'm saying it. Okay. It takes the pressure off. I'm not there to make friends. I'm just learning to introduce myself. This is good practice. Okay. I'm also going in with the mindset I'm learning to listen. I used to have the tendency of I was so panicked and so terrified when somebody would introduce themselves of are they going to like me? What do they think about what I'm wearing? Oh, am I standing okay? Like that I would not listen to their name. For one, I would forget their name the second they said it. And then I would be panicking, like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. So I wouldn't say anything. Okay. super awkward. So I'm learning to listen. If I go in with that thought, it's not about me, it's about them. I'm learning to listen to them. Okay. Or I'm going to gain acquaintances because I know of in my life, like a lot of times I have acquaintances. That doesn't mean they're friends, right? Like you have friends and then you have your coworkers or people that you kind of interact with, right? Like I'm building up my acquaintance portfolio. Okay, is what I would tell myself. Because of those people, maybe some of them will become friends. But right now, I'm just building up my acquaintance portfolio. Okay. And then maybe to the thought eventually of, oh, I'm making friends. I'm learning how to have friends. I have friends. Okay. So when we change our thought, it drives how we show up. So if I went in, okay, same circumstance, I'm going to attend the church social from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And we just moved to the parish 6 months ago. Okay, those are facts. If I have the thought, I'm learning to introduce myself. I feel calm. I feel peaceful. Okay. I'm going to say I feel peace because I'm just learning. I'm learning to introduce myself. Okay. And I now have an action. So for one, I'm going to introduce myself to pretty much everybody there. Okay. I'm going to be less self-focused and more focusing on others. I'm going to make a point to have open posture, right? I'm not going to cross my arms. I'm not going to like be scowling like, oh, when's it time to go? Like I'm going to have welcoming posture. Okay. And I'm just going to be just be more calm. I'm just going to show up. I'm going to be smiling, right? I'm probably going to yell less at the kids and at my husband because I'm calm. I'm not stressed and not tense of thinking I don't know anybody. Like I'm going to be calm. And so I'm going to show up. I'm not going to yell at my husband or kids. I'm probably going to have fun, right? And I'm probably going to leave there being like, oh my gosh, that was so much fun. Like I met so many people, right? Because I'm learning to introduce myself. And then your result is you will have introduced yourself to so many people, right? So you'll learn to introduce yourself. And not only that, but also learn how to show up for yourself, right? And not to be come from a dread, fearful place, but to have calm and peace. So, if you want to work on things like this with me, I am always open to having free discovery calls with clients. You come and chat with me for 50 minutes on ways that you want to show up differently in your life. And then I show you how I can help. So, book a call. You can go to www.catholicnursecoach.com. And I'm praying for you.